Oh, I was born dreaming about Ryan Jack. Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's JPA here, and we're back to talk about Rangers versus Celtic. So let's just get straight into this video, shall we? So the match is finished. Rangers 1, Celtic 0. In terms of the league, it's only 3 points. We can't get carried away with that. But in terms of what it means to Rangers fans, such as myself, we've been through a massive journey. We've been from top of the league in 2011, right down to the very bottom to the third division, playing against teams like Brecon and Elgin City and stuff like that. It's really been a hard journey. I'm not saying we're back to where we should be, but beating Celtic is a massive step forward in my eyes, and I'm really delighted with the result. I genuinely believe that Rangers were fantastic. Start to finish, I thought they were better in every department than Celtic today. I mean, that's a hard ask. Celtic have been a really good team this year, and pretty much every year since we went down. Really, they've been superb, and to get the better of them was just unbelievable. I think we pressed them the way that kind of like Hibs pressed them, like Hearts pressed them, the way Kilmarnock did. That's the way to get results against Celtic. You push them. You force them to make mistakes. The amount of mistakes that Boyata made at the back, Craig Gordon made at the back, who was the other one? Benkovic ended up going off injured. And he actually went off injured because we forced him into an error. I think it was Candeas, chased him all the way back, and he ended up kind of like pulling his thigh or something like that. And he had to go off. Just because the constant pressure from Rangers was unbelievable. Just from all over the pitch. The only one I can say didn't really get pass marks today was Alan McGregor, believe it or not, because he didn't really have anything to do. Celtic had maybe 1 or 2 shots in the entire match, and he matched them very well. He wasn't under any pressure. Tav played well. Halliday was unbelievable. I thought he was probably one of the man of the matches if it wasn't for Ryan Jack controlling midfield and getting his goal, which we'll talk about. As I say, just quality all over the pitch, and delighted. So as I say, Rangers dominated proceedings from start to finish. The goal never came till 30 minutes into the match. Ryan Kent went off down the left hand side, and I think it was Lustig he was against, kind of just on the edge of the box, and he beat him for pace, and it looked like he was going to try and get the cross on his left foot, and it would probably have been blocked, but no, he had the awareness to kind of slip back into his right foot, play the perfect pass into Ryan Jack, and Ryan Jack slotted it in between Scott Brown's legs. It might have took a slight deflection to kind of take it away for Craig Gordon, but he can't take anything away from the strike, can't take anything away from the really good build up play that Rangers produced at that moment. And it was a really good finish. I kind of lost my voice when I jumped up and shouted. I think my wife kind of judges me because of the way I kind of shout when Rangers score against Celtic, but you have no idea how much it means to me. I remember at one point saying to her, I just can feel my heart, and she's like, it's actually pounding. I was like, this is how much this means to me. You have no idea. It's incredible how a game can make you feel like that. I've watched Rangers against every other team, St Johnstone, Hearts, any other team. Doesn't have the same effect. When we play Celtic, it's fucking edge of the seat stuff, heart in your mouth, and even when you're winning, I could be winning 4 or 5-0 in an Old Firm game, I'm never ever fully satisfied until that final whistle goes, and then you can kind of get your breath back. It's just that kind of atmosphere throughout the game, and that's weird to say. I've never actually been to an Old Firm game. Actually, at the game, I've always kind of watched them on TV. Tickets are like gold dust when these kind of things come around, and I'll just leave it to the supporters who go week in, week out. They can do that. I wouldn't deny any other supporter of the chance to go. Obviously, I'd love to go, but there are fans that go every single week, whether it's away or home, and they shouldn't be denied the chance to go and see that. So I'm going to go on and talk about the referee. This is obviously Ref Watch. John Beaton was the referee, and to be honest, when I seen that he was going to be the referee, I was really worried about it. In my opinion, he was absolutely outstanding as a referee. I've given him an 8 out of 10, and that's only because I kind of thought that he probably could have gave us a couple of yellow cards, which he didn't. That was obviously good in our point of view, but in terms of reffing the game as a fair thing, he probably could have given us a couple of yellow cards. Morelos, for me, should have been yellow carded for at least one of the little stamps or kicks that he had out. He had a kick out at Scott Brown early in the first half, and there wasn't much in it, to be honest. It was just the ball went away and he kind of had a kick out at him. Obviously, Andy Walker had a lot to say about it, saying that it was petulant and stuff like that. It's just part and parcel of a big game such as Old Firm. You're going to kind of get these things. Morelos is never far away from the headlines and that kind of stuff. So, but for the most part, I thought John Beaton really did well. As I say, there was a couple of free kicks he probably could have gave against us that he didn't. He could have gave a handball in the box for Celtic when we had a shot where Candeas almost scored. Not too fussed about that, to be honest. It could have been given, it could have not been given. It's just one of these things. And for me, 8 out of 10 is what I would give him. Just as I said, he probably could have given Rangers a couple of free kicks against and some yellow cards, which I'm obviously grateful he didn't. And that's the only reason he doesn't get like a 9 or a 10. So overall, just to recap, obviously fantastic win for Rangers. That's put us level on points with Celtic. It could have been disastrous. We could have went 6 points behind with them having a game in hand. Obviously they've still got that game in hand. I think it's like St Johnstone or something. But to keep on kind of on their coattails, going out this this break, which is going to be like 3 weeks or 3 or 4 weeks or something, it's going to do us a world of good. We're going to get players back. We're hopefully going to sign a couple of players in the summer, in the January transfer window, and we're going to come back even stronger. Obviously Celtic have got the chance to do that as well, but I genuinely believe we're kind of night and day between where we were last year and where we are now, under Pedro Caixinha, where we were, I can't remember how many points we were behind at this stage, but it wasn't even just the points, it was the fact that didn't even look like we were going to get back into it at that stage. So obviously delighted with that. So going to quickly wrap this up, guys. I feel like I've been talking for ages. I just obviously kind of hide the delight of winning this game today. If you liked the video, please give a like. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe. It helps the channel out. Can I say how much I've appreciated everybody's response to these videos. Please keep commenting down below. It really it makes it so much easier for me to kind of interact with these people, and that's what I want to do. I want to interact with you guys and tell you what I think, and you can tell me what you think, and so forth. Obviously, even if you're not a Rangers fan, please comment down below and we'll talk about the game. So cheers, I'll see you guys in the new year. Hopefully I'll have some content within now and the next game, which is obviously County Beath on the 19th of January. So stay in touch, and cheers. I'll see you next one, guys. Thank you.